Well, welcome to another edition of Trash Talk.
Are you cold again? What are you
I'm
doing in the
still
snow?
a little bit chilly. You know, they got that one more snowfall before the end of the season, and I'm sitting here trying to warm up, and I see Bernie's sitting on your shoulder, got his mittens on.
What's up, Bernie? Yeah, he came back. He came
Yes,
back.
yeah. So now it's Trash Talk with Stuart and Brandon and Bernie.
This guy's great.
I still think that's funny. Just move there just to the side just a little bit. There you go. Hey, Bernie, how you doing, man?
I could feel him on me. I had to move him back a little bit further. He was creeping for social distance, but you know.
Yeah, I see the birds are flying around over him too.
Yeah, I told the birds that he's not dead. He's not dead. He's just old. Oh, God.
He's available for dive bombing.
Yeah, give him a minute, you know.
Well, as always, we want to let you know that we are brought to you by the Patriot Sandwich Company in Denton, Texas. David Jordan and his friends down there. Right now, what they're doing while we're talking to you is they're slicing up that meat, getting ready for those fresh sandwiches today. You can get it on a variety of breads. The Chiaba I highly recommend that. That's a great way to go. Or I've had sometimes they'll take that same sandwich and put it in a spinach tortilla wrap and all.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep, and for those that are gluten-free, he offers gluten-free bread as an alternative also. So
it's really good too. It's some of the best gluten-free bread.
Yep, and whatever you need, David and his staff are there to help you with it, and you will never, ever, ever have a fresher sandwich than you have. And by the way, there's two sizes. They have the officer size and the enlisted size. Yep. And so if you're really hungry, go for the enlisted because that's the big one. And the officer size is still pretty generous, but a little bit smaller. You know, what I recommend, get the enlisted size and a Diet Coke. That way one offsets the other, see?
Well, you can always take it home with you too, you know? I mean, chances are you won't, but you can always take it home with you.
Well, it's a good idea that you sit and eat one right there and then take another one home for you know, dinner or for the next day. You know, not with that. They do take out and you can sit right there and go through the military memorabilia that they've got. And also know that every purchase that you make there, part of it is going to help our veterans through his nonprofit, We Got Your Six. So
also, you know, real quick, if you guys still aren't really into going out or you can't go out, they are on DoorDash and Grubhub, Uber Eats and all that. So you can order and get it delivered to you as well.
Yep. Or just pull up to the curb and they'll deliver it right out to you. And you can, you know, that's especially for the people that want to go by there for lunch instead of sitting and using up your whole lunch hour there. Or pre-order it, come by, pick it up, go back, sit and just relax in heaven.
It's a good sandwich. It's a good sandwich.
Yep. So how you been?
I'm good, you know, keeping busy, you know how it is, you know. February is one of those weird months too. Everything feels weird in February, and especially this year because we just got done with the holidays. We're trying to gear up and push through winter. Not that Texas has winter, except for where you're at. That looks fun. But yeah, you know, and I was just kind of getting the podcast and blogs and books, and you know how it is. And I was just thinking about stuff. I recently did a podcast about. It came out a week or two ago about jobs, you know, not non-service industry jobs, because believe it or not, I actually have worked at other places besides the service industry. And for some reason, I just was going back in my mind and my history of random jobs. And I was like, man, you know, there's so many ways that we can go to get to this spot in our life. At one point, I worked at an apple orchard. You know?
You worked in an apple orchard?
Yeah, and I almost forgot about it. I was like 15 years old. I worked at an apple orchard, making $4 an hour. Well, $3.75 I got hired in at. And then
That's not bad money
I'm balling.
at 15.
Yeah, yeah, because I did some bar stuff when I probably shouldn't have, younger than that. But the apple orchard I could walk to. Michigan's got a ton of apples, so
Right.
I could walk to it. And yeah, I learned how to do the pallet jack there and break down pallets, and it was my first lead position, and it was fun, man. And I was there for a few years. And it just those weird facts you think about in your head.
I can't remember how much I got paid, but my first job was sweeping floors at a pharmacy.
Really?
I would come in after school and all. I would dust the medicine bottles behind the counter where the pharmacists work, because I mean they had medications up there that they probably hadn't used in 15 years, and they full of dust. So I'd sit up on one of those little high ladders and dust those off. And then as soon as the pharmacy closed, you take that compound and spread it out on the floor, and then sweep up all the dirt from the day and all. That was my first job.
Wow. Yeah, they didn't have expiration dates then.
No, they didn't, because some of them they got from old Indian medicine men. And all, it had been sitting up on the shelf since Custer's last stand.
They got Harry Potter in the back making potions, Yeah, take this for a headache. It's an eye of newt,
That's right. Yeah, don't look at it, just drink it. And don't smell it.
Don't smell it. Forget it. Wow. Yeah, I don't even think they have anybody sweep anymore, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, those potions were all made up of things that were supposed to be kind of different.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all kind of spooky, and all, which you like spooky stuff.
I do. I kind of get superstitious too sometimes. I have little ones. I'm sure we all do.
Yeah.
I mean, like, example. Okay, I'm not opposed. If there's money on the ground, I'm gonna pick it up. I don't care, COVID or not. I'm picking it up. It goes in my change bucket. Saving that for a trip to Disney with Luke. That's our goal. But if there's a penny on the ground and it's face down, I'll walk right by it. I won't touch it.
Face down?
Yeah, won't touch it. Bad luck. Won't do it.
That's a new one on me. But
I just don't like it. And I'll look. Sometimes I got to get down on the ground and I'll look and I'm like, nope. And I leave it. And so you got people looking at me like, what is this guy doing on the ground? Oh, he's picking up a penny. Oh, wait a minute. No, he's not.
Yeah.
I won't do it. I won't pick it up. I'm just weird about it. I don't know.
So if somebody says, let's flip for it, do you always call heads?
9 times out of 10, yeah, I do. Unless it's something that I really, truly, honestly either don't want to do or want to win, then I'll gauge it. I'll go with a gut instinct. But mostly I just say heads, Now, I don't care if a quarter's face down or a nickel or a dime. I'll crawl under a car. Penny. Yeah, I'll army crawl under a car to get a quarter. But but a penny, I'm not touching it. Yeah, no way.
Just it's a copper thing.
I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm sure you've got something like that,
Well, there are a few things. Now, number one, I've never had an aversion about walking under a ladder.
Yeah, me neither.
Some people will not walk under a ladder for anything. They'll always walk around it. And I never could really understand what the bad luck connotation was, but I'll walk under it. And when you walk under a ladder, if there's anybody else around and they're going,
they freak out.
Like a piano is going to fall out of the 7th floor on top of you.
It's like a Tom and Jerry cartoon,
Yeah. Or Beep Beep the Roadrunner.
Mm-hmm.
And Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, I never got the ladder thing. I could care less about that,
Yeah, I think Wile E. Coyote was probably one of the most unlucky people I ever knew in my life.
He was tenacious, though. He was very tenacious.
He kept at it no matter how much he got blown up or blown apart or things dropped down on his head. He was always back at the Acme company trying to get stuff.
You know, somebody should have looked into Acme, because they were making some pretty awful stuff to try to kill some creatures there, you know?
Right.
Speaking of weird things, you got me on a roll now.
Good.
I'm going to offend somebody, and that's okay. But
I love when you say that. You know, listen, I'm going to offend somebody when I say this, but what the hell? I'm going for it.
Who cares? I don't care.
That's right.
I'm too old to care.
It's my show, and I can do it.
I mean, why not? I mean, come on. I don't like, and I'm sorry if you know somebody with this name. I apologize. I don't want to offend you, but I don't like the name Monica or Tiffany, and I don't want to talk to anybody named Monica or Tiffany.
Really? Was there something in your childhood? Was, you know, in high school? Did something?
Well, I dated a Monica for a while. She was awful, but I never dated a Tiffany. But every Tiffany I met was awful. So now when somebody introduces themselves, they're like, "Hi, I'm Tiffany." I'm like, "Oh, come on." You know, like I just want to go away. I want to be like, "Oh, I want to give them a fake name. Hi, I'm David. Sorry, David, but you know." I don't know. It's weird. It instantly, I judge the book by its name, by its title, and right. I'm out.
So if you walk over and this gorgeous, absolutely drop dead gorgeous girl is sitting on that bar stool next to you, and she's just looking you up and down, and you walk over and you say, "Hi, I'm Brandon." She says, "Hi, I'm Tiffany." Say, "Nice knowing you, Tiff."
I sit there and go, "Hi, I'm leaving."
Yes. Did I say Brandon? I'm sorry. My name is not Brandon.
Well, you know, as much as that happens on a regular basis, obviously, no, I know it's weird. I had a beer rep named Tiffany. I felt so bad for her, but I never ordered beer from her.
By the way, for those that are following our show, if your name is Monica or Tiffany, nothing personal. You know, listen to my part of the show and forget about his part if you want. But don't give up on trash talk just because.
Look, there's some issues going on. Okay, I've got some issues.
Right.
No, it's like the name Chad. You know, like for guys, like most Chads I've known in my life have been a little. I don't know. Maybe I should stop talking. I don't know.
Yes.
Moving on.
So what are some of the other weird things? How do you feel about black cats?
Well, I own a black cat, so
you own yeah. So
I love black cats. They don't bother me. I actually find that black cats are cooler than other cats, so I got no problem with that.
And your black cat probably crosses your path multiple times a day.
Oh my gosh, you have no idea. Yeah,
and you're still with us.
But yeah, he's cool. He's about 7-8 years old, so he's good. I like him, and you know, he's my second black cat. Well, I had a black and white cat too, but yeah, I got no problems with that. I've opened up umbrellas inside the house. I don't care. You know, that doesn't do anything. I don't even own an umbrella, but I've done it before. You know, because I don't like umbrellas.
Especially if it's a girl named Tiffany carrying an umbrella.
Yeah, none of my, you know, I feel bad for anybody I date down the road because I'm never going to buy them Tiffany's ever.
Right. Or an umbrella.
Or an umbrella. You better get one on your own or get a hoodie. Right. You know, the other thing too is, this is so weird. I don't even know why I'm saying this, but I've got this thing about movies. You know, we watch movies, and have you ever watched a movie where you look at it and you look at the setting, their house or their vacation home or whatever you're at, and in the movie or TV show, they're going to bed, like they're getting ready to go to bed. I've watched them go to bed and to go to sleep, and I've sat there and I've been like, well, that looks really comfortable. I kind of want to go sleep there. Like I rate the bedroom that they're in and if I would sleep in it. This is making me sound crazy. Bernie, what do you think?
Yeah. He's thinking about it.
Oh, and I really like to sleep in hotels. I love hotels.
Yeah. But not
Maybe it's a sleep thing.
Tiffany or Monica.
No, not with any of them. But maybe it's a sleep thing because I don't get any sleep. I don't know.
Yeah, you're a napper, aren't you?
Sometimes I just go, keep going until the Energizer Bunny runs out, and I just crash. I just happen. But
Sometimes you just put the seat back in the car and
yeah, or I'll get something for energy. Coffee really isn't an energetic thing for me as much as it's just like a taste. But you eat an apple or a banana and they give you that natural sugar and it gives you energies. And I love bananas. I mean, there would be a time in the summer when Luke and I would buy 10 to 12 bananas a week. And between Luke and I, we'd have them done by Thursday.
But the question is, do you buy the banana for the banana or for the peel?
Well, so the peel is, there are two things with the peel. One, did you know that monkeys and apes open bananas upside down? So
they say that's the way you're supposed to peel a banana. It's
the easiest way to do it. I do it.
And all of that stringy stuff comes off too.
I do it. I tried to show Luke that and he got mad at me, but I'll take a banana in the car. Let's say I got to work, I'll grab a banana real quick and I'm driving to work.
Here it comes, folks.
Bananas after a while, like even very shortly after you peel them, they get brown and stink. I throw it out the window. I take the banana and now I try to throw it on the median where the grass. So I'm trying to get it in the grass so it can, help with the biodegradable situation. But I can't help it. I don't litter anywhere else. And I don't think it's littering. I think it's helping the earth. I think Greta would be very happy with me. But I throw it out the window. I always feel like I'm in Mario Kart, like somebody behind me is going to spin out on a banana peel.
It's somebody else's windshield.
I feel so. The police got me. I feel so bad. Number. I feel bad, but I do it.
Yeah. I've never done that. I can think of.
Don't do it.
Yeah, no, but at least if you take a banana peel and you throw it on the side of the road, there's probably some critter that's going to come along and be able to make a little bit of food out of it.
It's the circle of life, man. That's it's
right.
Like the Lion King. I now I'm going to think twice about doing it. After 42 years, I'm going to think twice about doing it.
Well, not only that, but everybody's going to be watching for you to do it.
I know. I shouldn't have said that, but the train had left the station already, Yeah. I don't know, there's all those weird quirks we have, like my buddies back in the day when they, smoked cigarettes, or I used to smoke cigarettes, they always had the lucky cigarette, it was flipped. You didn't touch the lucky cigarette. That was the last one. It was the lucky one. And they would get mad at you, if you go to grab it without paying attention. They'd be like, "What are you doing? That's my lucky cigarette." And I'm like, "You do it every cigarette?" I'm like, "You do it every pack." Like, I don't, but we all have those things,
Yeah, like stepping on cracks in the sidewalk.
That's one. Is that one for you or?
No, but I grew up with a guy who always used to walk to school, and it was grade school. We used to walk together. We were neighbors. And we walked to grade school together, and he would miss every line, the separations in between the concrete slabs. That would never step on those. And if there was a crack across a portion of the sidewalk, he would step over the cracks. So he never really walked with his head up because he was always looking down.
What's that old thing, like step on a crack, break your mother's back or something like that back in the day?
Yeah. I think he eventually walked off a cliff or something at the end of a path or something.
He was like a lemming. He just kept going and just.
Yeah, he would go out of his way to find gravel paths, because there were no cracks or somebody who didn't delineate them.
Some people have, some people, it's funny, but some people have a real problem. They got to lock the door 12 times or, I feel bad for that. That's not a laughing matter, but, in texture, some people have a weird texture thing, like nails on a chalkboard used to be a big one, but that never bothered me. But the texture of napkins bothers me.
Really?
I mean, I use them. I'm not some weirdo, but
you aren't?
Yeah, well, okay. Fair enough.
Let me just roll down the window and get rid of this banana peel.
You know what? I didn't buy any bananas this week for that particular reason. I knew I was going to throw them out the window and I skipped it. But no, like I used to not like the texture, like on my nails of napkins, and I still don't. But I use them. I don't know. There you go,
brother. Well,
and I hate pickles. Done. There you go.
Yeah. I like pickles.
Do you?
Yeah. The only thing, cottage cheese. Ooh. Ooh.
No, it's awful. It's horrible. I don't know what the use of it is for. I don't understand.
I don't get why people like to eat that white lumpy stuff.
Man, I used to get real mad. I had this friend. We're not friends anymore, not because of this, but they would make lasagna with cottage cheese.
Yeah, my mom did.
What?
Yeah. That was one of the layers, was cottage cheese, and you chop up some hard salami, and I would always just put that in the lasagna too. And I always look past the cottage cheese because I wanted the salami.
Well, look, hey, you want to put more meat in the lasagna? Yeah, I got respect for that. But the cottage cheese, it's like going to Olive Garden. You don't do it. It's offensive.
No, instead of going to Olive Garden, go to the Patriot Sandwich Company in Denton. And I promise you probably will not find a speck of cottage cheese in any of their sandwiches.
No.
And if you walk out into the parking lot and you see a penny with the face up, save it for Brandon.
Yeah.
If it's face down, it's yours.
Yeah, times are tough. I need those pennies, man.
So go out and make it a good day. Come back and join us again next week, and we'll find some more trash talk to talk about for sure.
Sure.
See you later.
Later.